Verse 4, Thou hast a few names even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. So what does this explain? This explains that the church in Sardis was dead according to Jesus' eyes, but not everybody in the church was doing wrong. So there were a few people in the church that were doing good and that Jesus approved of. So this explains that even though people in a church may not be doing good, and maybe the entire organization of the church may not be doing good, it does not mean that every person in the church is not doing good. So it's better to go to a church and try to do good and be good, even though the church is dead, than to not go to church and to not study and to not try to learn the Bible and to not try to preach Jesus. And the more you study the Bible and try to learn the Bible, you will be able to notice what your church is doing right and what your church is doing wrong. And you can always find a new church if you find them doing something wrong, or if they are dead. And remember that you can always start your own church or your own ministry or your own preaching, because that is the last thing Jesus told the disciples. He told them to take these gospels and teach them around the world. That's why I started my own preaching, because I didn't agree with other pastors' preachings, or I found them to be boring. I found them to be repetitious. I found them to be just talking about the same things, like God is love, love your neighbor, love everyone. Yes, we know that, but we also need to know other things that are said in the Bible, things that many pastors don't talk about. And that's why I feel my preaching is valuable, because I talk about things many pastors don't talk about. And I don't just make up these things, I show you the scriptures. So I hope you find my preaching valuable and continue to learn.